the resources we want unless you make some changes so that maybe the mass reporting isn't such a big problem and the raids aren't a big problem. Then we're going to keep putting out articles, and you're going to have to keep coming up with new fun tools.
Well, why would we do that? Because if we actually wanted to put money towards that, we'd probably have to hire more humans. And we don't want to do that.
Don't want to or can't?
No.
Right now they're...
Don't want to.
Posting...
When it comes to anything to do with, like, moderation-y type stuff, I just guarantee it's because they don't want to.
Yeah. All right. Next item on the bullet point list is they launched the hashtag Create Kindness, a global campaign and a creative video series aimed at raising awareness about online bullying and encouraging people to choose to be kind toward one another. I don't know when we as a society are going to acknowledge that awareness is not an inherent good.
I'm sure that this isn't what it is, but the first thing that jumped to mind was them just like duetting kids who are being bullied for a video saying, this child is being bullied.
I'm sure that's not what it was. However, is that something that I wouldn't put past them? Absolutely.
I would love it if TikTok did a 1950s style how-to video about bullying. Like, this is Timmy.
Do they partner with Disney so that Chris Evans can do it, a la those videos at the end of Captain America?
Well, remember, Chris Evans is out, so it has to be Ryan Reynolds.
Anthony Mackie would have to do it, but Anthony Mackie would never.
That's true too.
Because his
Captain Don't they America want Ryan Reynolds though? Deadpool?
Ryan Reynolds would do it and they'd be really funny. They would not be at all effective.
It would be so ineffective. It would do the opposite. I feel like kids would be like, Deadpool wants me to bully.
Yeah, no, 100%. Remember, kids, don't bully, even though it's cool.
Even though it's
just be sure to wear the brown pants.
I know it's really fun to be mean, and a lot of you are better at it than anything else in the world. You guys can't do that.
Listen, some days I'm seeing your TikToks making fun of other children. And it just like ruins my whole day because I wind up spending all day laughing and don't get any superheroing done.
This would be the problem.
See, what they do is you gotta partner with the WandaVision cast because then you can really play into it.
Yes.
Oh my God. Anyway.
Although I do know that a lot of people have a soft spot for Dolly Parton. Maybe she could do it.
Dolly, can you tell us to be nice to each other? Because we might.
I do think what we're converging on here is the fundamental problems with superheroes, which is you can't solve social problems with one strong person.
No, you cannot.
But have you tried punching your problems in the face?
Literally, that is the only thing America ever tries.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yes.
Okay, so
the next bullet point is also a campaign.
Mm-hmm.
They've created 3 hashtags in this section.
Fuck off! Fuck off! What is the point? Awareness is not. I am aware that people get bullied because, hey, guess what? I got bullied as a teenager, so I kind of figure that it's still happening.
100% thought you were going to say I got bullied yesterday.
Here's the thing. Do I sometimes get bullied on this app? A little. Do I bully back even harder? Absolutely. Friends, kids. Like, this is the problem. It's like on TikTok, the people that are doing the bullying are like Nazis. And then when you try to bully them back, because sometimes bullying is okay when it's a Nazi, then you get in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's the whole, like, anytime someone gets called out for being an asshole, the call out video gets immediately slammed, taken down, flagged for whatever. But the original video that is actually the problem shows no violation.
Perfect.
Yeah, no, it's like exactly the like intended mechanics of bullying is to goad somebody into acting in a way that will get administration to punish them.
Exactly.
Like that is the form of it, and like you can't construct a system that will avoid that, because then the behavior that is bullying becomes whatever behavior succeeds in exploiting that system.
Like all of us in the MTG community this week too, I talked about it a little bit in the Discord, but we're all just completely floored because Funtime Nerds found a literal Nazi that's been flying one of those covert dog whistle flags in the background of every single one of their videos. Somehow I don't know if it was through like Instagram or whatever, found his Facebook. You name the ist, this person is that. And he originally posted his video exposing this person and kept it up for like 3 days as friends only. The moment that he unfriended it, made it public, it was down in less than an hour because this Nazi has, I don't know if it's people or bots or both, ready to just pounce on people. So his video was down and you know, he's got a strike and all that good stuff again now too. But this guy is still free to fly his dog whistle flag in the background in all of his videos. The couple of bad videos that he's posted on, most of his videos on his TikTok are MTG related and not like violations, but that stupid flag is in the background. And like, again, they find each other. They look for those stupid symbols in the background.
It's how they find
and
each
they
other.
dogpile.
Yeah, it's specifically,
Yeah.
that is specifically, they make innocuous content with dog
Yep.
whistles,
Yep.
and that's how they find each other.
Yep.
Yeah. Because
that's
God
what-
knows, I was in a fucking
Mhm.
Harry Potter Facebook group with a girl who ended up infiltrating an Australian political party on behalf of the alt-right.
I 100% thought you were just going to say I recognize this behavior because of how Harry Potter fans signal to each other.
Yeah, no.
Here's the thing, I recognize this behavior based
Yeah.
on how Harry Potter fans who think eugenics are cool signal to each other.
You have made a number of call-out videos about that.
Fight me, every single one of you. You've made me feel unsafe at every con I've ever been to. Ugh. Anyway.
Okay, so yes.
Anyway, all of this is to say we have big feelings about this. And again, the well-being section is mostly like, we did a hashtag for you guys.
TikTok is working on swiping out hate.
Never say that sentence to me again. I'm so upset.
I know.
Don't say that out loud because someone
Hashtag.
from TikTok will use it. It will manifest and someone from TikTok will use it.
I mean,
in real
What are
life.
you talking about, Will? It is
Oh,
the
fuck,
hashtag.
It's already done.
Fuck off.
It's
Fuck
already done.
off.
It's already done. Yes, yes, along with hashtag autism. They couldn't decide if it was Austin, Texas, or autism. So, like, yeah, just throw them all together. Let's do
Yeah,
this.
next year's is going to be Swipe Out Autism, everyone.
Yeah.
In partnership with Autism Speaks. Swipe Out Autism.
Oh, God.
I'm so fucking mad that they actually said swipe out hate.
I know.
Fuck
That's so bad.
off into the sun.
At least they didn't, like, try to put that hashtag or the apostrophe in it, too, because then that would give it more of the milady vibe. Swipe out.
Ugh, okay.
Just saying, TikTok is an incel.
You doing okay, Watson?
Yeah. I can't believe that you thought that that was something I came up with.
We're so used to you saying shit that is like just
It's not, no, it's not even, it's not like that is so remarkably bad that I thought it had to be a joke. Like, I thought it was funny. I thought we were joking.
I thought we were
No.
having a laugh.
I thought we were having
No.
someone make the fucking sound immediately.
Oh, God. Okay. Okay.
I would do it, but I don't have a hat.
We have so much to read through. Okay.
I was just gonna say we gotta keep going.
Acting platform
Okay.
integrity.
Oh,
Okay, this is the this is the section where it's like, yeah, these are fine and normal. I don't know that much updated from last quarter except for the numbers around how many people how many people accessed the COVID-19 hub. They were just like, this many people did it this time around. Good job, everyone. It's basically the same thing as last time. They removed 27,518 videos for COVID-19 disinformation.
Which that number should be at least triple, I swear to God.
I swear to God it should be higher, but I am glad that they are still thinking about it.
Yep.
Because it's still
They
a
really do need to do
problem.
more. I've seen 3 videos in the past week, and I did report them for misinformation, and it came back as no violations
The
found.
misinformation reports have been not particularly great.
And again, I wound up sharing those videos with other people to report.
In terms of like I don't think reporting is ever what causes them to take any action. I think it's just the algorithm.
Genuinely, the note about it was like 83% of those misinformation videos got taken down with no report.
Yeah.
You know, it's the vast majority of, if a video goes up and you don't hit the wrong audience, it's gonna stay up. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Although I am still convinced that it's not that reports are useless, it's that there is a threshold. We just don't
want to know what the threshold is.
And the only reason that I'm like almost positive that's what it is now is because the way that the reports come back is the no violation violation fluctuates. And I've been tracking it in like my own little, corner of the world. And it's like, yeah, and enough people get mad and all of a sudden it's a violation.
Yeah.
Until it gets,
This sounds like something we could do experiments about.
Yeah.
It is.
Potentially, but again, I don't know if we have the numbers to tip it, because I think it's a pretty high tipping point.
Probably.
You can just like make accounts.
I mean, I did.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never make a dummy account to test out anything on the accursed app. That is against
I'm not currently.
I definitely don't have 3
on
usernames.
my app.
Policy is doing it with a script.
Yeah, you just have to do it manually.
Hire a ton of grad students.
I certainly didn't log into the majority of my 7 accounts that I'm currently logged into to go and like Amelia's comment on Anna Marie Tendler's video so that Anna Marie Tendler will notice Amelia and go play D&D with her. That's never a thing that I would do. Not from the official Toka account ever.
No, never.
I just want Anna Marie Tendler to notice someone I know. All right. Here's the numbers. Do the numbers. Is it yet again phrased in a way that's a little ambiguous about what numbers they are talking about?
It is.
Yeah. I can't do anything about it. They just do this every time. They do seem to be more focused on worldwide numbers this time around.
They have actually specified how many American removals were.
Oh.
They did not specify. The implication here is pretty clear that this is a global percentage, though.
Where?
The TikTok offers creators the ability to appeal videos. From April to June, 4.6 million videos were reinstated after being appealed. So let's see what that is as a percent.
That's okay. Yeah.
I've got about 5%. Does that sound right?
Of the total. Wait, are we assuming that this 4.6 million number is the US?
No, is a percent of the total 81 million removed.
Yeah.
of which 1 in 20 were reinstated.
It's better. Good job. For once. Good job.
You get one good job.
You get one
Only
good job.
Just one clap. Good job.
One clap. At least it's better phrased this
What the-
year.
Yeah, right.
The one thing
Fuck
that
is
we
this chart?
what?
This fucking
The chart is stupid. It doesn't serve a purpose
why are all of the
Yeah.
wedges blue?
because they want to fuck with anyone who has trouble distinguishing between shades of blue.
Apparently.
I mean, like, this isn't really a color
let's be-
blindness problem.
because let's be
People who can
honest.
see color normally struggle to distinguish between similar shades of blue.
Yeah.
But there's numbers on it
Accessibility
too.
has
I mean,
never
come
been
on.
their shtick. There's just one more thing to add to the accessibility thing.
Anyway, the actual questions that I have that are still not answered by the numbers is what percentage of those reported videos are appealed?
Yeah.
Like what is the number of people appealing? And then we can never know what
Yep.
videos are getting reinstated.
Yes.
If it is the videos that should be getting we're never going to be able to know that. Then they go through and like define all their shit of like, here's what we consider to be community guideline violations.
Yeah,
I'm
so,
sorry,
like,
but fake
he was
activity
like-
just
my
left off the
issue with them breaking it down by like, here's what's being reported or for what community guideline things are being taken down. Great, cool. You have this information clearly because you're putting it here. Why are
Yep.
you not telling your users which community guideline they're being flagged under?
My favorite is when I
they
get
do
a
most
flag.
of the time, and it's almost always minor safety, which, as you can see, is the biggest wedge.
What?
Oh, listen, one of my best friends, who is a 32-year-old woman, got flagged for minor safety for just talking at her phone.
Holy shit.
Speculation. This is a point of
Yeah.
speculation. Do you think that the algorithm can't tell the difference between a child's face and a face of a person using a TikTok filter?
It absolutely cannot.
Yes, but I think it's more than that because like my friend doesn't use filters, first of all. And even like did the whole, hey, I'm a 31-year-old. You have my age on file because I put it in and it still got denied. They didn't put it back up.
And then the other thing that I would like to point out from, again, from like the other side, it's really easy to report somebody for minor safety. It's one of the fewest clicks to make that report.
Yeah.
And I think that's also why people gravitate towards it a lot. So that number is always going to be skewed because of that. Yes, some of the other ones are also as easy. It's just like 2 clicks to get to, report for minor safety, submit, done.
Yeah, it would
There's a
actually be
couple of
interesting
others
to
that
look
do
at all the
that.
report pathways and see whether the order
Yeah.
of like how difficult they are to reach lines up
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
percentage of reports that
But
reflect them.
for how much reporting that I do, which is like basically nothing, I only report stuff for minor safety or hate speech because somebody's either being a Nazi or, racist or homophobic, whatever, something in that territory. It takes more clicks to report that than it does minor safety. It takes more clicks to report. I think it takes one more click for a hate speech report because it tries to have you determine like kind of which kind.
I think I only
Which
ever
is
report people for
weird.
harassment and bullying or
Mm-hmm.
integrity and authenticity.
Yeah.
I mostly report for hate speech and then dangerous and violent groups.
Yes. Which it should never be more than like 3 clicks in total. So it's 1 to bring up the thing to do the report, 1 to find your actual category, which again, anything on page 2,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
it's always going to be reported less.
Yeah. All right. So accounts removed. 14 million accounts were removed, of which 11 million were suspected underage.
I don't like the word removed, though. I really do wish that they would say banned, because removed implies that it could be all kinds of different things. But that's just me being
I'm
picky about the
trying to
language used.
remember. There was a news story
Mhm.
back during when this was all going on during the
Mhm.
quarter that this was actually the data for.
Mhm.
That they went through and did an active sweep of like underage accounts.
Yes.
And I don't remember the story precisely. I just remember it coming up and people were like, I'm losing a lot of followers for some reason. And they did a huge sweep of underage accounts. Yep. The problem with that being is that TikTok systems don't talk to each other. And a lot of people who are of age and have like a W-9 on file with TikTok are still underage. So we also don't know how many accounts were created after the sweep.
Right.
I would love to see if there was an uptick in new accounts after the sweep of minors being like, and I am now 18 years old. Yeah, and they're not going to publish that data, and I don't know that there's any way for us to get our hands on that. But that would be interesting because there hasn't been a drop in users of TikTok. So that would indicate that a lot of them turned around and went like, I am now of age.
Right.
What are you highlighting?
They rejected over 1.8 million ads.
I'm just thinking about that business horse ad.
I Well, I'm sitting here like, I love the fact that my sponsored post that I paid $50 American to push out to general audiences, where I say bad things about TikTok, was not rejected. It was fine. TikTok was like, yes, this content allowed.
Bashing TikTok, any news is good news. So
any news,
let her ride.
That's interesting. I would want to. And of course, like, okay, first of all, I'm thinking about that ad that I got that I thought was a fake ad. I thought it was like a user making a fake ad, but actually it was not. It was just a real ad. This person didn't really know how to use TikTok, and I saved it to my phone as a video so that I never lose it. But I would be interested to know what they were rejected for. Like, again, I'm wondering how many legitimate ads got rejected, because I know I have an ad in there that got rejected because I had music in the background that was royalty-free music that I purchased. But I was not allowed to use it because TikTok is weird about you not like being allowed to enter your license information.
Why would they have anybody put that together so that you can like not get dinged for copyright stuff? That's
I mean, yeah. So I don't know. I would be interested to know like how much of that is just like copyright issues, because again, like I had an ad rejected for copyright issues. So I'm wondering how many people got stuck in that like licensing, putting music on their video, because you can't do it until the video's live. You can't promote it until the video's live. Right. So you have to decide if this music can be used in an ad before you promote it. It's just safer not to use music. Anyway.
Yeah.
And then they define all their terms.
Yeah, which
we know.
I don't know that we need to spend much time with this.
We know what they think.
Yeah, anybody who doesn't know, it's like, okay, friend. Welcome to TikTok. At the beginning, you can just rewind this whole video and start over.
Start over again. We complain about all of them. So again, a couple, like, I mean, this is the same as last time. The number is defined a little better. Numbers are not as vague. Still vague. Still not a lot of information that's actually useful. It's just a lot of information that feels like it could be useful.
Yeah. And the one last thing that I want to toss out here before we sign off for the night is another update on the NFT situation. So More than a week later, and after a missed deadline, TikTok finally released its first NFT. The price skyrocketed almost 4 times in 1 hour. Now, we were talking a little bit about this before the stream. I don't think 4 times in 1 hour, like less than an order of magnitude of change in price in the first hour, that's not like a lot for an NFT, right?
I don't know.
It's not. It technically is not. How many money? How many money did this make TikTok acquire? How much did they earn?
How many money?
How many monies?
I'm looking for it. 25 Ethereum looks like. $26,000 or initial bids were $26,000. Jumped to $100,000 or 25 Ethereum on Wednesday.
I'm not even gonna. So I can say Nick doesn't work at his old job anymore. So I can say. So at Phillips Auction House, where Nick used to work, they've started auctioning off NFTs because the world is on fire. And I am 99% sure that the bidding started at 100,000 for that. So this is not a great showing.
I still don't understand how.
Go
All right, the auction
Now you were
ended at
ignorant.
28 Ethereum.
Every time I hear one of these new types of currencies, I remember the first time that I was watching Star Trek Deep Space Nine and heard a Ferengi screaming about gold press platinum. That's how I feel.
It's not dissimilar to like Monopoly money in my head, where I'm like
True.
NFTs. Like every time there's a new
Yeah.
a new cryptocurrency, I do have the same thing in my head of like,
What if I told you this Monopoly
holding up
dollar
a
had
strip
real
of
It's not
dollars?
even so. Like in my brain, it's not even Monopoly money. It's Pogs. Like,
Yeah.
do you remember
Yeah.
Pogs? Because
Yeah.
that's what it is. We're fucking.
God.
It's stupid and serve no purpose.
I will say, just for the record, and I have not confirmed that this deals with the environmental issues with blockchain technology. I have recently learned about a non-dumb implementation of NFTs.
You explained it at length, and I read it, and my brain said, "I'm deleting all this information immediately."
Fine, you don't really need to know.
I don't need to know. I'm okay with that. I like read it, processed it, and was like, you know what? I'm happier not having any knowledge about NFTs at all.
It's just using NFTs to log into things, which would mean you could have like a login in your wallet that doesn't have to be associated with a central authority. Like you wouldn't have, you could have a login that works for a variety of different websites without having that login have to be your Facebook account or your Google account.
Zuck wouldn't own your login.
Yeah, which would be cool.
It would be great.
There are.
Would you like? I'm assuming that's something you would end up having to hold in your crypto wallet.
Yeah.
And I've heard horror stories of people who lose access to their crypto wallet.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a thing that can happen. I imagine that's a similar problem to like losing access to your Google account in that case.
Yeah.
In the case where your crypto wallet just contains your logins as opposed to millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And the big thing that I see as valuable about this is that they are not meant to accrue value, which solves the big problem with all of the approaches that might solve the like environmental disaster that is blockchain technology, which is that any method other than proof to work is ultimately defeatable with a like large enough pool of resources. And when the thing that you are representing with the blockchain is money, the extent to which that function is succeeding at all is necessarily the extent to which it becomes like valuable to subvert it.
My brain doesn't have enough computing power
Yeah.
right now. I'm so sorry.
I'm like, I'm following you, but I'm so sorry. I cannot
Like-
have a
Like
conversation.
I'm able to,
It's
just
I'm able
with
to
you.
recognize that the words that we strung together absolutely make sense to someone.
It's just
I'm
like
Yeah.
just not that
Yeah.
person.
there's
Michael
this
would like
very
to-
frustrating Michael, the issue here is that like
You can't have a
NF
speculative market on passwords.
the reason that doesn't work is because like the thing that makes speculation work for blockchain is specifically that currency is fungible. Like it doesn't matter which Bitcoin you have, they're all worth the same. Whereas with NFTs, the point is that they are non-fungible. When you have one, that does not work for like any other one of them.
Mhm.
But yeah,
I
it's
would
just
like
it's
to-
very funny to me that like or funny in a very frustrating way that the people who are arguing that blockchain is not inevitably an environmental disaster, they will say blockchain is important and valuable because it's a way to have a non-centralized currency that completely eliminates the need for trust, and then goes on to say, but we could switch to a non-proof of work method for evaluating the currency because we can trust everybody to not destroy the currency on purpose for profit.
Wait, no.
Yeah, no, it's
The
very
way you just
Please
said
go back.
that
No.
makes me think again, coming back to the start of everything here is like the whole like libertarian, like, okay, so we've got the wheel invented, but if we just invent a second wheel, it's gonna be
Ah,
in my mind, the biggest problem with blockchain technology in general is that it's people trying to solve trust as a problem in
Yeah.
society. Like,
Yeah.
like it's trying to eliminate trust structurally, and that seems not good
Dumb.
to me.
that's a dumb choice. That's a dumb goal.
Yeah.
Hate it.
because humanity is wild.
I would also like to note before we leave, to throw into contrast. So the NFT that was auctioned off at Phillips went for $4.1 million. So like this is in line with other NFTs. And so this is TikTok's NFT rollout was bad.
Whereas TikTok sold Bored in the House for $105,000.
It sold Bored in the House.
Yeah, that's what the NFT was. Curtis Roach's Bored in the House.
So sorry, my brain is screaming because that is, of course, one of the exhibits at
Yep.
the Museum of the Movie.
Yeah, no,
Image.
Bored in the House is the last time anything on TikTok made sense to TikTok's administration.
That's fair.
Yeah, this is true.
We've just been spiraling out ever since.
What
my
if they
God.
what if they tried to make Bones or No Bones an NFT?
No, you leave Noodle out of this. Noodle
Yeah.
does not deserve it.
Oh God.
I'm worried.
I mean, would it be that Bones or No Bones is an NFT, or would it be that Bones is an NFT and then No Bones is another NFT?
Probably the
Pro-
second.
I mean, yeah.
Why not both? There would be three because
I guess it depends on what you're doing with the NFT. Like if you're using it as like an authentication token to gain access to the information of whether the dog has bones, then it would be both. But if you're just using it as like a speculative economic object for a quick cash grab, then you would definitely want to do both.
I need you to understand the like dystopian hellscape that you just like laid out for all of us. Of like, listen, you have to have access to the NFT of the dog to know if you're going to have a good day or not. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
which
is that not already the
Okay.
economic model of psychics?
society
See,
is
now-
collapsing right now, and I can tell because we're all looking at a 13-year-old pug every morning. Like, all right, it's gonna be a good day because the pug can stand up. Like, what the
Like,
fuck
yeah,
is happening?
retrograde lasts too fucking long. We need a more frequent rate of update.
Speaking of, did you guys see the video this morning of somebody literally falling over? I don't know why they were filming themselves, but they were skateboarding in their house for some reason, and they literally fell off the skateboard, laughing their butt off, and they did a voiceover explaining that they were on the phone with somebody at the Pentagon,
It was
and this
a
person at the Pentagon
meeting at the
was
Pentagon.
talking about how it was a
Question.
Bones Day.
Yeah.
When the dog eventually passes on,
I know.
Yeah.
is that then no bones forever or only bones?
Yes.
So
I
when
hate that
so
you
when
asked that.
Noodle inevitably passes on, because Noodle is here temporarily to give us hope.
Yeah.
So when Noodle inevitably passes on, it will be much like the passing of all other beloved internet animals,
Yeah.
where their memory lives with us and gives us good feelings. But it does not mean anything for Noodle is not like causing the bones
Yeah.
or no bones days. Noodle is simply casting his scrying bones within his legs
Yes.
to tell us
He's
what the
merely an
energetic one would be
avatar.
like.
He's
He's a
simply
vessel.
throwing the runes,
He's
and then
a
we are
vessel.
interpreting them.
Yeah.
Maybe we can maintain the existence of the bone augury by selling the dog's bones to John Bones.
Absolutely
Shut
not.
the
Absolutely.
door.
Listen,
Shut all of them. Oh my God.
Do not manifest that. Do not bring that into existence.
this
'Cause that would be
year,
the worst thing that's ever happened.
2021, I do not need this bullshit from you.
I mean, and the reality of all of this too is what you're saying is that we need to go out and find another animal. Like I
Well,
would
what
love
I'm
to walk
what
with
I'm
my
it's
kittens, but they
we
just are
can't
not.
find. Here's the thing: we can't go and find the animal. The
It has to
animal
happen
will find
organically.
us.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is
most
true.
animals
We
have
need it.
bones.
Mothman
Well,
did
but it will
not
come as something
appear
else.
without reason. Mothman appeared to let everyone know that the bridge was going to collapse. Okay, the prophetic creatures come when they come, and it is at important times.
I just like that I saw the holy TikTok trinity is Anna, and then friggin' Noodle,
Pot
and
roast.
then Pot Roast.
It's just so tired.
I love that.
I will be right there
so
with
much.
you.
Oh my God.
I will
All right.
simply
On that
will
note,
myself. Yeah. On
thank
that
you all
note.
so much for coming. Have a great night.
Bye.